welcome to my YouTube channel Learning with Khem. I'm back with another interesting and informative video for you. So let's get started. Our today's topic will deal about the 12 common English mistakes that we people use while speaking, while writing, and while doing all kind of activities. So let's get started. Our first point is Rashid is senior than Qadir. In this sentence, our mistake is in the word then. Now, how can it be corrected? We can correct it by replacing then with the word to. The logic behind this correction is this, that whenever any adjective that ends on the letter O and R at the last, we will have to replace that our coming then word with the to. And something like other words we can write as senior, as junior, as inferior, as superior. These all words can be used here in this sense. These all words will always take the preposition to with them. Moving to the second sentence, our second sentence is paper is made of wood. The mistake is here in the preposition of. Whenever you are making something out of another thing, okay? Suppose you are making wood out, you are making paper out of wood, okay? The sentence is this. But in this sentence, you will see that in order to make paper, we have to complete whole the picture of wood. You know, wood has to reshape or remade in order to convert it into paper. So whenever a word is something is being made out of another thing, then we will use the word from and not of, okay? Because the picture or the image of all the thing has been changed. Here the wood is being changed in order to make a paper. So whenever you are converting one thing, in order to convert it in another thing, you will use the word from. If the things are visible, if the things are not being converted, then you can use the word of. Suppose here we can say this tip is made of plastic, okay? Because this is plastic and this is also made from the plastic. Here there is no physical or characteristic change, so here we can use the word of, okay? Our third point, they prevented driver to stop. Here the mistake comes in the word to. It can be corrected as to can be replaced by the word from, and if we are replacing the to with the word from, our coming participle will be in ing form or will take ing with them. Because these kinds of words always take from, and once you are writing from, then the coming verb will always be in the form of ing. Okay, now more words which in this category are prevent, inhibit, protect, and prohibited. These kinds of words fall in this same category. Okay, moving to the another sentences, we have I must to call him immediately. Of course, obviously the mistake comes here, and you people know very well what can be the mistake, but the logic behind is this, that the to is preceded, it is coming before the modal verb must. Now whatever the modal verb comes, we have the modal verbs can, we have the modal verbs should, would, could, will, shall. These all words will never take to or infinitive with them. So we need not to write to word with them. Okay? So try to focus this mistake, because mostly the students make these kind of mistakes. They do not focus on the modal verbs. They keep on writing all these things. So but we have to bear this thing in mind. Moving on, our next sentence is this. Where you went in the vacation. Of course, this sentence seems to be very incorrect from the logic. If you know the basics of the grammar, you can easily correct this sentence, that whenever a sentence is in interrogative form, how can we correct it? We have to know what kind of tense this sentence belongs to. You can easily understand that where you went in the vacation, this word shows that this sentence belongs to the past. And if this sentence belongs to the past, and if this sentence is in the interrogative form, what we have to do, after writing this adverb, we have to use the helping verb of this sentence, which obviously will be did here. Okay, so the correct sentence will be where did you, and if once we have written the helping verb did, then our verb will always be in the form of first verb. So this will be where did you go in the vacation. Okay, so apparently this was a simple question for you. Okay, moving to the sixth question. I have been here since 3 months. Okay, mistake is very common, and generally almost students fall in this trap here, that since and for. So here the correction of this sentence will be in the word for, because you will always use since when the month name is clear. If there would have been here the name of March, then we would have said I have been here since March, because after since we need to write exact point of the time, not a period of the time. When we are talking about the period of the time, we will write 3 months, 4 years, 2 days. But when we are talking about the point of time, then we will replace the period with the word March, with the word 2015, or with the day name, suppose Sunday, Monday. These all words can be replaced with this word, but when will we use since word there? Okay, so dear friends, our next sentence is the woman which works here is from Java. Now if you look properly at the sentence, you will easily understand the mistake lies in the word which, because the woman is a living object or a person. That's why in order to refer to a person, we have to replace the which word with the word who. Because there is a person, we will write who. If there would have been non-living object, then we would have written which. And if there would have been animals, then we could have written that. So in these things, we can replace the word which with the word who. Our eighth sentence is, although it was raining, yet we had the picnic. So in this sentence, the mistake lies in the word yet, because of the word although. There are a part of conjunction where we use conjunction in the form of pair. There are some conjunctions which comes always in the form of pair. So although will always come in the form of but yet. So here our sentences become correct in this kind of sentence. And another sentence we have not only but also. Okay, this is also conjunction which comes in the form of pair. So you have to focus on these kind of pair conjunctions in order to get a grasp on these kind of mistakes. Moving on, we have a sentence, I have 200 gold coins. Now the mistake here is in the word hundreds, because we have clear number. How many hundreds are there? There are 200s are there. So when the number is clear, we do not need to write the word s with them, because the numbers are very clear. So whenever the numbers or the quantities are very clear, we need not to add further s in order to make it plural. It is already in the form of plural. Moving on, we have another sentence, one must obey his parents. Dear friends, watch carefully that the word is his, and at the start we have the subject one. So if our subject is not clear, why will we write his in order to make it a gender? Because at the start the gender is not clear. If the gender is not clear, what we have to do? We will have to write the word same here and will use the apostrophe s. one must obey one's parents, because the subject was not clear, so we have no authority to write his or her here to refer to a particular girl or boy here. Okay, we have to keep these things intact in the same position as these are. We cannot put our gender there. Okay, moving on. I shall not come here unless you do not call me. Okay, now we can never negate two sentences in one sentence. Here, look carefully, we have used the word unless. In the word unless, un means not. Okay, so this sentence already has a negative. Now we need not to write another not here. Okay, we cannot make a sentence negative twice in one sentence. This is incorrect. This is grammatically mistake. So what will be the correct sentence? I shall not come here unless you call me. This will be the correct sentence. We will also have to remove this do, because of course we wrote the do in order to show the our negative not. So when we will not write not, of course we will have to remove the do too. Okay, and the last sentence. Every year, thousands of aspirants take CSS exam. Now just go back for a few seconds. Now here our sentence was, I have 200 gold coins. Because there was number, so we need not to write S. But here there is no number here. 1000. So it simply will take S here. Okay. So what will be the sentence? Every year, thousands of aspirants take CSS exam. So in this way, you can get a command by repeating and revising all these things. So dear friends, today we dealt with 12 different common English mistakes that we usually make while talking, while reading, while writing. So by focusing and working on these mistakes, you can improve them, you can make yourself correct more and more. So work on these things, and thank you very much for watching this video.